Hello, my name is Terry Chang, and today I'm going to teach you use the language of algebra. The first things we'll learn in this chapter is use variables and algebraic symbols. Greg and Alex have the same birthday, but they were born in different years. This year, Greg is 20 years old, and Alex is 23, so Alex is 3 years older than Greg. When Greg was 12, Alex was 15. When Greg is 35, Alex will be 38. No matter what Greg's age is, Alex's age will always be 3 years more. So use the language of algebra, we say that Greg's age and Alex's age are variable and the 3 is a constant. The age change or vary, so age is a variable. The 3 years between them always stay the same, so the age difference is the constant. In algebra, letters of the alphabet are used to represent variables. Suppose we call Greg age G, then we could use G plus 3 to represent Alex's age. So we can see in the picture, when Greg is 12, Alex is 15. When Greg is 20, Alex is 23. When Greg is 35, Alex is 38. So when Greg is G years old, Alex will be G plus 3 years old. Next, letters are used to represent variable, and letters often used for variable are X, Y, A, B, and C. So in algebra, the cross symbol X is not used to show multiplication, because the symbol may cause confusion. Does 3xy means 3 times y, or 3 times x times y? So to make it clear, we use a dot or parentheses for multiplication. So in the blocks below, we can see that addition A plus B, subtraction A minus B. For multiplication, we don't use the cross. So like A dots B, A parenthesis B, parenthesis A, B, A parenthesis B, which all represent A times B. Inequality. So A less than B, and for this one is read that A less than B, which we can draw on the line that A is in the left and B is in the right. A greater than B, A is in the right, B is on the left on the number line. So the expression A less than B or A greater than B can read from left to right or right to left. So in English, we usually read from left to right in general. A less to B is equivalent to B greater than A. For example, 7 is less than 11 is equivalent to 11 is greater than 7. Same, A is greater than B is equivalent to B is greater than A. For example, 11 greater than 4 is equivalent to 4 less than 11. We summarize the symbols of equality and inequality. So A is equal to B, A is not equal to B. For this one, when you see a line cross to the equal, it means they are not same. So A equal to B, which means A is same to B. A is not equal to B is like they are not the same. Yeah. And A is less than B, A is greater than B. And for this one, you see a line in the bottom of the symbol. This means that A is less than B or is equal to B. So like B may be 7, then A can be any number smaller than 7 or 7. And same with the last one. A is greater or equal to B, which means that A can be 8 and B can be any number less than A or can be 8. Now you can try to answer this question. The picture below compares the fuel economy in miles per gallon of several cars. Write the appropriate symbol equal, less than, or greater than in each expression to compare the fuel economy of the cars. For this one, I will give you 30 seconds to answer it. Okay. The answer for the first one is Prius is greater than Mini Cooper. Versa is less than Fit. Mini Cooper is equal to Fit. Corolla is greater than Versa. Corolla is less than Prius. So we can see that 48, the first one, X, Paris, and Mini Cooper. We know that it's 48 and 27, which 48 is greater than 27. And the second one is Versa and Versa to Fit, which is 26 and 27. And we know that 27 is greater than 26. But the question asks Versa to Fit, so we should write that 26 is less than 27. Mini Cooper to Fit, which is the same, they are both 27, so we write equal. Corolla to Versa is 28 to 26, which is greater than the Versa. And Corolla to Paris is 28 to 48, so we write that less than. Common grouping symbols. Here are some examples of expressions that include grouping symbols. We will simplify expressions like this later in this section. X in parentheses 14 minus x. This is what we call parentheses, and bracket and braces. So parentheses is the smallest one. So you do numbers in the parentheses first, then do the numbers in the bracket, then do in the brace. So for this one is 14 minus x and times the x. This one is 9 minus x, which is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. And then 21 minus 3 times 6. Next, 24 divide. This one we do the numbers in parentheses first, which is 6 minus 1 and minus 5, sorry, which equal to 1. And 1 times 1 is 1. 1 plus 4 is 5, which is, this is the numbers in the brackets. And then when we finish the bracket, we do the numbers in the braces, and then do the outside number. Simplify expression with exponents. Suppose we have the expression 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 and go far away. We could write this more complexly using exponential notation. Exponential notation is used in algebra to represent a quantity multiplied by itself several times. We write 2 times 2 times 2 as 2 to the power of 3. And 2 times 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 2 as 2 to the power of 9. In expressions such as 2 to the power of 3, the 2 is called the base and the 3 is called the exponent. The exponent tells us how many factors of the base we have to multiply. Exponential notation. For any expression a to the power of 9, a is a factor multiplied by itself 9 times if n is a positive integer. So a is the base, n is the exponent. So a to the n is a times n factors. And the expression a to the n is read as a to the nth power. But just remember, for when the n is 2, which is a to the power of 2 or a to the power of 3. We read it as a squares or a cubes. Now you can try to write each expression in exponential form. For this four, I will give you 20 seconds to answer it. Okay. The answer for the first one is the base 16 is a factor 7 times, so 16 to the power of 7. And 9 is a factor 5 times, 9 to the power of 5, x to the power of 4, a to the power of 8. Next, simplify 3 to the power of 4. This one is easy, so I'll give you like 10 seconds to answer it. Okay, it's 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is 4 factor, and it's equal to 81. If you don't know how the 81 counts, it's like 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27, 27 times 3 equal 81, or 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 3 is 9, so 9 times 9 is 81. Simplify expression using the order of operations. We have introduced most of the symbols and notation using algebra, but now we need to clarify the order of operation, otherwise the expression may have different meaning, and they may result in different values. For example, consider expression 4 plus 3 times 7. Some students may say that it's equal to 25, and some may say that it's equal to 49, because 4 plus 3 equals 7, 7 times 7 equals 49. Or 3 times 7 equals 21 plus 4. So we get the order of operations. We do the parentheses and other grouping symbols like bracket first, then exponents, and then multiplication and division. And the last one we do is addition and subtraction. So the people, let's say 4 plus 3 times 7 equal to 25 is correct, because we do the multiplication first and then do the addition. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. It's something we can use to write down to find out or like to remember the order of operation. Please means parentheses. Excuse is exponent. My dear multiplication and division. For this one, we don't usually say that which one go first. You can divide first and then times the numbers, or you can do the multiplication first and then do the division. It doesn't matter. And same with addition and subtraction. You can do the addition first and then do the subtraction, or you can do the subtraction first and then addition. This is one way you can remember the order of it, but if you already remember it, you don't have to remember this. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Now you try to simplify the expressions. 4 plus 3 times 7. 4 plus 3 parentheses times 7. You already do the first one, so the only thing you have to do is the second question. So for this one, I will give you 10 seconds to answer it. Okay, the answer is 24, 25, and 49. For the second one, we do the parentheses first. So 4 times 3 equals 7. 7 times 7 is 49. And the first one I've said before, you do the multiplication first. So 3 times 7 is 21. 21 plus 4 is 25. Next, simplify the expressions. X plus 3 times 9. Or parentheses x plus 3 times 9. This one is same with the last one. So again, I will give you 10 seconds to answer it. Okay, the answer is 35 and 99. 3 times 9 equal 27. 27 plus 8 is 35. And then 8 times 3 equal 11. 11 times 9 is 99. And this is the end of today's lesson. Thank you for listening.